LinkedIn Live. Mark Elder in the house, Julian Placido, and Foster Williams, the job problem. Career search at CityWorks. Career search at CityWorks. Come on, man. Y'all making me... Give us your comments on LinkedIn Live. Jake Melton in the house. No. Tell us, Foster, what's it about?
Ooh, yeah, no.
Here we are.
So we're back. Oh, we got a major echo,
got
too.
a reverberation.
Manny Mota.
Oh, okay. Guys, I think we broke LinkedIn. Hold on. Can you see this? Can you see this? We broke LinkedIn. It got so hot. The show is so hot, we broke LinkedIn. Oh, we're back. Okay? I know we dropped streams and all that kind of stuff, so our audience was with us, and now you're probably trying to find us again. I'm so sorry. But we're back. We got Barry.
We're back. Are you?
Yeah. Are you back? Let us know if you found us again. I'm so sorry about that, but it's all good. We are back with Jennifer Telfer in the house. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Jennifer.
Excellent.
That is.
You work for a company called Ameriflex. I like the name of that. Ameriflex. Isn't that cool?
Yeah,
Ameriflex?
I
And
do.
you've been there, what, next week will be 2 years?
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Coming up.
I know you guys do consumer things. So tell us what Ameriflex does.
Yeah. So the technical aspects of the non-sexy, as I call it, is that we're in the consumer-driven healthcare space. So we do flexible spending accounts and all that stuff. The thing that I really like that I have taken to describing when talking to candidates or anybody else is that we help our clients be superheroes to their employees by helping them save money when it comes to healthcare expenses and things. Because we all know that healthcare is more and more expensive every year, but we still have needs. And so we help our clients and, everyday Americans save money, put money back into their pockets that, when you look at it, quantifies to anything from paying a rent payment to helping families be able to send kids to college, to doing any of those things on a day-to-day basis that you might not be able to do. So, we were talking earlier about making an impact, and it's a company that, no matter where you're at in it, you can really see that where you in your seat make an impact because you get to impact the lives of everyday Americans, people who are your neighbors that are just like you here and there. And it's, it's not, like I said, it's nothing, really exciting. It's not the coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
Wow. Are you a Cowboy fan? Wait
No, I'm not. You guys are getting a coach from my team.
Yeah. From Baylor? No, not Baylor. What?
I'm a Packers fan, so there you go. Everybody
Jill Johnson.
now hates
Do you
me.
hear? I got to introduce you to Jill Johnson.
Second favorite team is the Bears, but
Where are you from? Wow.
I am almost a lifelong Texan, but yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a parody. That's an oxymoron. That's
I was going to cut her some
See,
slack.
I am trying to bring the
you can't
worlds
be a
together.
Bears and a Packers
Yes,
fan.
you can.
It just doesn't. It's like being. It's like it's what's that Starburst commercial? It's like Scotch Korean. It just doesn't make sense.
She's a talent acquisition leader. We got to let her be whatever she want to be. We want a job.
Hashtag authentic.
That's right. Bring my real
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah,
Touche. Okay.
No, yeah. I became so I'm almost a lifelong Texan. All but 2 years of my life I've lived here. But
Were you born here?
No, I was born in California.
See, what part? No.
San Diego.
What?
My dad was in the Navy.
Still no correlation to the Green Bay Packers.
I know.
None at all.
In 1992, I was trying to find a way to connect with my dad, and he's a big football fan. So I am a huge Underdogs fan, and in 1992, the Green Bay Packers were severe underdogs, but they had a shiny new quarterback who was cute, too.
wow.
15-year-old me was motivated
Oh, it
by
was
Green
about that.
Bay.
Okay.
I can respect that.
The truth comes out, and the truth
And
shall
they got
set
beat
you
by the
free.
Cowboys.
That's right. They probably did many times. But yeah. Anyway, so I digress. But they're they're the only publicly owned company, so we don't have some of the issues that say the Dallas Cowboys have.
Let's see if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan.
Okay,
So
now we're gonna test me.
Henry Jordan Jr. is one of the servants in our network. One of the top servants in our network. And if you go to their stadium, his dad's name is everywhere across there. Kind of like me and Joe Green. DeLon, you listening, man? You didn't even come go to lunch with us yesterday. What's up?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't there.
So Anyway, where is Ameriflex?
So-
where y'all located?
Well, so we're kind of on the I call it Addison Light,
'Kay.
Addison North, right on the north end of the Addison Airport, on the south end of Carrollton. So midway.
Can you hear
and-
planes and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Depending on the size of the jet rolling over.
Yeah.
So near Hebron.
So near Trinity Mills and Midway.
Beautiful.
Also known
Trinity
as
Mills
Green
and
Bay.
Midway.
It's a long way from Green Bay. Yes,
They
it
got
is.
good
One day
restaurants
I'll
and
get
stuff
there.
over there.
They do.
They really do. So why do you? What moved you there?
Excellent
and
question.
what do you like? You've been there almost 2 years
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Back in the day, that was nothing.
Right.
But
Well,
now
yeah.
that
and-
shows that you like something.
Yeah, and especially when, in the industry, I defected to the dark side, as a lot of people will say, right? So I came over from the industry, like on the agency side of
I
things.
did too. I
and
spent
I did
some
recruiting
time
in
there.
an
yeah.
agency world. So coming over to corporate was like a big thing. Like a lot of people were like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? You're crazy. You're leaving all these options on the table. You're going to go. Ameriflex is, and I've worked, if you look at my LinkedIn profile, I've worked at a Christian institution for 13 years. My
Yeah,
alma
you
mater.
did.
And I can tell you that when I was leaving and coming to Dallas, which I applied by accident, and it's one of those testimonials that you just need to apply to things and roll with it and use it as a sharpening
Sure.
experience. But, coming to Ameriflex, I can tell you that the thing that has kept me there has been the fact that what they say is what they mean and what they do, and that comes from the top down. My CEO, my CEO, presidents, everybody up there is living out the values
Uh-huh.
that they talk about. So it's more than just lip service, and which is a lot better than you can say for a lot of companies.
Uh-huh.
Even the ones like publicly listed Christian organizations, because we're all human and we all have flaws. But at Ameriflex, it is. I see it every day. Everybody in that leadership position down is living out, and we're doing what we're passionate about. We're living it out, and we're doing in the sense, because you can see at every seat where that impact is.
Uh-huh.
I got the opportunity to come over. A friend of mine was, it was the who you know. A friend of mine knew and was working on the role and called me and said, "Oh, this job's totally for you. It'd be great." I came in and had the opportunity to really help them bring something that I was really good at to help them have a
What
much
do you
better.
think they got excited about hiring you about? What was the theme?
Because I came in with the one of the things that I remember distinctly from the interview was the man who was my boss said, we like to see 8 on-site interviews for every role before we make a hard
wow.
decision. I went, no, I do it in 4 or less. And the guy goes like, what? I said, I went 4 presents or less, because I want to give you 4 viable
Or
candidates.
what you need? Yeah.
And every single one of them should be spectacularly qualified, and just be a matter of you picking which one you like best. And that, I think, blew them away, because for me,
Good,
and then
yeah.
it was, I said, you guys take, you have fill dates. I mean, everything that when I started with there was in almost triple digits on days that they were open.
Mm-hmm.
And that, as a recruiter, hurts my heart. And so I went,
Yeah.
we do it. I said, I do it in less than 30 days, start to finish, because I'm motivated. I need my hiring managers to be motivated, but I get them on the team and we find a way. And I think
And
that
if
was
they
the big
don't
deal.
do it, they get away.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's, we do it. Sometimes we have to have meetings, and I think, they've all been great and coming on, but it's one of the things I think when you come in, for me, bringing the purpose, me being very passionate about what I do and letting my work speak, kind of as a reflection of me. I bring my whole self to the job. So I think that was, what was a big motivator for them.
Jennifer, part of our network, we have a healthcare focus group. It is tremendously powerful. We even connect with the executive healthcare network here in
nice.
Dallas. So I would like to, as much as your company will allow you to, build a relationship with you and your company.
Oh, perfect.
Because
No.
we recruiters are the open doors
Yeah.
anyway. So.
Oh yeah, no, and Ameriflex, even when I told them I was coming over here today, they were all excited. They were like, "Oh, that's awesome!" Get out there and talk about it. Yeah, you can take as much time as you need. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
So what geographically were you guys across the country?
Yeah. So we have 2 brick and mortar locations
'Kay.
here. Headquarters is here. Then we have the original headquarters in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Cherry Hill.
Yeah.
Cherry
So
Hill.
Philly Light. There's some Philly fans.
Oh,
from that
Philly
come
Light.
on.
I got that. I'm a little slow. I'm a Texan, but I got it.
But we actually have representation throughout the country. I have most of my sales reps are actually located in each of kind of our regions. We actually believe to put, because especially with healthcare, whenever you're dealing with anything, you're dealing with people's, their lives,
Right.
their health, their family's health. Even if it's the director of HR for a company who's impacting as he said, all of his, his customers are his employees, right? So to him that really matters who he's connecting with. So we put somebody on the ground so that when you have questions that you've got, somebody that there is a face and can come and be that face, that connection, as you guys know, kind of that, the relationship building that can happen when you are face to face with someone. So we put them, strategically throughout the region so that they can be there and do those, activities, even going to open enrollment sessions and helping people get through and be familiarized and understand what the options are. So.
And Jennifer's last name is Telfer, guys. I want you guys to, and that's what I do. I put everybody on blast.
Nice. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Jennifer represents the open door for this company. I want you guys to check it out and ask questions. Oh, yeah. If you ask me a question and I don't know, I'm never talking to Jennifer. So that's how it works.
I'm an open connector too. So if you find me and you want to connect with me, because if I can't help you, I can find somebody else that does.
Yeah. Are you the sole recruiter at that location?
I have one recruiter that works for me, but it's her and I are the dynamic duo.
Yeah, perfect.
Nice. Yeah, and we've done really well. We made 91 hires this last year. 40 were new.
Wow.
40 were new gross seats, and we'll look to do probably about that again in 2020. So.
Yeah. In the words of the great Foster Williams, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go. I didn't want to cut. I was going to say I think we cut you off.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah. So we'll do that again, and I'm really excited because it's just Arlisa and I, and we roll, but we do.
Hey, Arlisa.
Yeah. Hey, Arlisa. She's watching.
Hi, girl.
Lisa.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we are again we'll launch some of our new seats. Will be totally defined budget wise here at the end of the month, and I'll start the big campaign. We'll get to have a big push and have everybody in before July, and we're doing everything. We've got call centers. We've got client management that are doing directly with us, so client success people, implementation, all this stuff, and lots of tech in the tech space. And
that brings up a question for me. What advice would you give somebody who is in the midst of a transition in like December, Thanksgiving to the new year?
Keep at it, because as we were talking about earlier, I mean, it really is a misnomer to think that companies either aren't hiring or that candidates aren't looking. It is really, really a misnomer. About the only thing that I really, and having been in the sales side of things that you can see, is sales is really the only thing that kind of slows down.
Sales, right.
As far as making the sales calls, people go out on holiday. But companies, it's transitional. So if you are in that window, I mean, it really is. Just be persistent, be consistent. One thing I always tell people is that it is not inappropriate to follow up.
Bingo.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's not inappropriate whatsoever. Because again, we're all
because they're not going to follow up with you.
Yeah, well, and they may not.
A lot of them.
Yeah, they may not. And the other thing is truth. I mean, sometimes you get busy, especially in the holidays. But be consistent, be persistent, and then, again, just that ping. Because I am not perfect, and there are times that I go,
Jennifer,
man, I totally forgot.
Come on now.
I know. I'm working on it.
No, I love hearing that you do follow up, because one thing, I haven't been in the job search in a number of years, and it's all new. So these recruiters would call, you're perfect, you're perfect. I was like, call them all life, I'm perfect, he loves me, he loves me. And I was like, nothing. And I was like, I thought it was perfect.
Yeah.
Nothing. And I was like, well, why did you? Seriously? Thank you. I'm glad to hear this.
And I would say, the thing is learn to tell the difference, because I just went through this with a friend who was going through and had, previous experience was he went like one and done. Every time he applied and interviewed for a job, he got it. Okay. And so then this next season for him was like 14 or 15, getting like what seemed to the final dance, right? Getting to the altar and not getting it. And and then the bride didn't show up, and you're like, oh, come on, like I thought I was perfect. But learning to tell the difference and be pursuant to those things, but again, also not hold on too much in a sense. Like if it's not the right, if you don't both come to the meetings in the mind on something, it just means it wasn't the right opportunity. There's something better out there. But opening yourself up, being patient through it, but learning to weed through too. A good recruiter will talk to you and learn you, not just how you fit their role. So be open to those and give more time to those recruiters.
And I don't want to say no to. I'm sorry, I don't want to say no, just to encourage somebody.
Yeah.
One of the calls that I've gotten like 4 interviews out of this last company, it was out of the blue. I didn't even know him, and I actually couldn't understand him because I was on the phone in the car, and I was like, I'm perfect for that role. Whatever, I'm not going to hear back. Well, I did hear back. Then I heard from the HR person, so I don't want to say no and be dismissive as somebody calling me. So just
be open to that. Be open to the opportunities, but again, be mindful.
I'm seeing something that I want to make a statement, but I want my bad eye to be on Jennifer when I say this, because we're both recruiters. So guys, If you are really truly passionate, or are you really interested in a company, you will have, I believe, done a little research on that company. And when you talk to Jennifer and I, it won't seem like another opportunity that you saw a job posting for that you are applying for, and you want to talk about it. And I would be willing to bet that DeMar and Jennifer will be more apt to hire the people that seem like they have a true, did I say true? True. Interest and know a little bit about what they're getting themselves into.
True.
At least you thought about it, because Trevor said that 2-3 meetings ago at Frisco Connect. I almost jumped through the ceiling. If I wasn't so old, I'd have made it too.
You know, that's one of those things is like I've been on calls with people who, when they're talking to you, you realize they have no idea who they're talking to.
Yeah.
They just had some kind of schedule. So if you're scheduling a lot of interviews and you're really looking, like you should, right?
Right.
But take the 30 seconds before you actually connect that call to be like, okay, who am I talking to again, and what do they do, right? Because there's nothing like, because we can tell if you're talking to us about something that like you're like, no, that's
You
not
can
at
hear
all
the
what
tap
I
dancing
do.
going
Right,
on in the background.
right. Or you're talking about something. I'm like, I'm not even in the manufacturing business.
Yeah. And if it's a third-party recruiter, which Jennifer and I have been, we may not have told you who our company is at that point.
Right.
So now that we're going to understand, hey, you guys are not going to know, but we're going to be focusing on the very thing that Jennifer and I called you about in the very beginning, that job description, that functionality that we're looking for.
Yeah, and I was like, and be patient. I hope, like I said, look for recruiters who get to know you, because when I was in the agent side of things, if I got to know you and you weren't a good fit, or you didn't get picked up for that particular role, I know you and what you're looking for, and it makes it that much easier when that other opportunity comes along. Because like we just did earlier, who do you know in this space? I know this person, they're perfect, right? And if I know you more than just when I'm looking at the checklist for a particular job, if I know what you're looking for culture-wise or opportunities-wise, it makes it much easier for me to make other connections down the road.
And like Mark said, those are the first resumes. If you got a stack of resumes, those are the first resumes you're going to look at. Hey, I met this Scott dude, and he had enough caring in his body to refer a friend of mine. Whether he's a fit or not, you're going to read that.
Yeah, and
because it's that
I think that's biblical.
Now, one more question before I run out of time. What does your company look like as far as, what's the word I'm looking for? Longevity.
Okay.
Do you have a lot of people that work there that have been there for a long
We're totally a
time?
fly-by-night company.
Wow.
No, actually,
The paint hasn't even dried yet.
they're rehanging the sign. Yeah. No, company as a whole has been in business for 21 years. Our current owners, it's still privately held. The current owners have owned it for the last 11. But they treat it very entrepreneurially in the sense that it's very technology focused, very looking at being today what's going to be needed 4 or 5 years down the road. I say long-term wise, we're going out tomorrow. I'm going to hang my hat up when I leave out of here. No, like I said, the expectation, especially with healthcare, with the changes that are coming, for us, it's only going to get much more viable of a market. And Ameriflex is already really positioned well to be able to be industry leader in that, even over the next 10, 20 years.
Another recruiter, I'm sorry, Mark, and then I'm going to shut up. I'm excited because when companies like you guys come and visit us, we want to know. I'm known for making a good fit. If I can't make a fit, we ain't making it.
Right.
And so,
Make a fit.
And so,
great fit,
on your IT positions in your IT group, would you say that you guys are on the cutting edge of technology or the bleeding edge of technology?
So we're cutting edge, and I'll tell you what, just because with how much the transactional, what we do, I mean, we're doing like credit card transactions, and so much of that stuff can't go down. But as far as what releases, but we are very innovative. Every single person in the company in general is challenged every year to try something new, to experiment in some way. Yeah. And in the IT space, it's the same thing. We're really looking at finding the right tool for the job.
What
not just
works,
exactly. Not just what we've always been using, what we want to be, but looking at what is out there and coming that we're going to start really kind of incooperating.
You sound agile. Y'all definitely
We are
practice
absolutely agile. 2 weeks sprint.
Oh, you guys are agile? You ought to be. You're young. You're only 21.
That's how we keep,
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Go, Mark. Go, Mark.
Well,
I'll cut
the
you off.
question I had, I was just got my gears turning, and maybe you've already mentioned this. If you have, I apologize. But Jobseeker Network. Every single one of the people that we're helping in the Career Transition Network has lost every single one of their benefits. Right? And that's an area that you guys deal in, at least in part of healthcare.
Yep.
Do you all work with individuals?
So
for some of that?
Yeah, no, it's all exclusively through clients, but
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, I wish there was there's a market for it.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things that we do actually do that's on an individual basis with more in line with the one of the sister companies we have, which is the direct primary care, and you can be in a membership place that has nothing to do with what benefits you're getting from your employer.
Mhm.
That can be separate. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, just light bulb moment. Thought I'd
It would be great, right?
Yeah.
The standalone.
You guys pushed a little light bulb on the.
Yeah, put
Yeah,
that
there you
put
go.
that light bulb. Put that light bulb.
Hit that light bulb.
right?
Hey
Straight
guys,
like that.
for the radio audience that we got with
Right,
us
right.
today, this hour goes fast, doesn't it?
Oh,
It
man.
yeah,
already
it's
over?
fun.
I mean, we broke LinkedIn, everything. It was good.
Oh.
It was
we
good. So,
busted LinkedIn.
so for our radio audience, guys, that is the show. It is all about
Who
ya
know?
But LinkedIn, don't go anywhere. We want to talk to you real quick.
LinkedIn
Don't go
is
anywhere.
in there.
Don't go anywhere. So if you're tuning in right now on LinkedIn, I know we broke it. We lost the stream. Half our audience is gone. That's cool. But the people that are still here with us, we love you
love
so
you.
much.
Yeah, we love you
and
too.
the people that left, we love you too.
They say prove it.
But let's holler at you real quick. Give you a quick shout out. So we got
Yeah, who's-
Billy Johnson online with us. What's up, Billy?
Billy J.
What's up, Billy J? We got Eugene Clay in the house.
Gene, you in there, man? For Saturday we are on Saturday.
Dung
What I'm hearing.
Fam. We got Dung Fam on the house. He says checking in
Dung.
today. Guys, what we want you to do is put a hashtag what you're searching for. Okay, so if you're a job seeker right now and you're looking for employment, I want you to put hashtag, project management, QA, accounting and finance, whatever it is that you do, put that in the comment section.
Oh, we got John Mejia.
Oh,
John. Hey, John. Hashtag leading team. Oh, I love that. Lead off with the leading. Hashtag leading team, sales operations and process efficiency.
Hey, I've got a question for the audience, okay, just real quick. I know y'all are hashtagging right now. Everybody's hashtagging. But a quick question I have for you is, this is experimental today with LinkedIn Live. We have a service called Restream that is basically taking this show and pumping it to Foster's profile, pumping it to mine, and pumping it to Mark's all at the same time, okay? So I'm curious, did any one of y'all receive a notification? Did anybody get a notification? I want you to put that, because I'm looking, I don't see no notifications. I don't see one from Foster. I don't see one from Mark. I don't even see one from me.
Foster.
Nope.
So put it
Not
in the
on my
comment
phone.
section. If you got a notification, if it showed up, in the little bell that Foster or myself or Mark was going live, I'd love to hear about that, to hear, we're technical difficulties. We broke LinkedIn today.
We have to go through technology. We have to drive it like, hey, come on, when you guys buy a car, you test drive it, don't you?
Yeah.
Trevor used to be in that space. He knows what I'm talking about.
I got so. You know what was so cool today? So I haven't been selling cars for a long time, right?
Long time.
But I got a message from somebody on LinkedIn talking about, hey, what's up, man? He actually sent me a connection request. Hey, you sold me a car like
wow.
8 years ago. I'm like, man, that's awesome. I don't know.
still
That's
And
just
the
cool.
engine fell out of it.
The fact that he remembers me from like 8-9 years ago, like that speaks volumes to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, cool. We know some of the same people. It's all about who you
Terrell.
know.
So I got Terrell Walter on. He said that I
Terrell.
got one from Mark.
Got one
Yeah.
from Mark. Okay.
Terrell.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. What about the rest of you? Did you get Okay, Richard says no notification. Okay, Richard Cantrell says no
Okay.
notification. He says, Tammy says, however, I can see any comments or
Tammy
who is online.
Dracopoulos.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, a bunch of people got one for me. Janice Hendricks, Cider Munderland.
Hey, Janice.
Hey, Janice. Marshall Goulet.
Marty says I got one from Mark. Gia says I got one from Mark.
Yep.
Hey,
yeah, so
Gia.
Yeah, I'd like to hear, guys, where are you
it's almost like it goes, the first one that it actually pops up
pops gets the notification.
gets the notification.
Well, hold on, but see, Kurt, I'm on mine right now. Kurt, what's up? What's going on, buddy? He's
Got
on
one too?
Yeah, he says he got one.
Okay.
But
okay.
hey, Kurt, I'm curious. Did you get one from my profile from Trevor Houston, or did you get a notification from Mark or Foster? I'm just curious, guys, to see how this is working, because we basically have if you can imagine, there's a service out there that takes our show, and then it will hit Foster's channel, mine, and Mark's all at the same time. It's just boom,
and
shotguns
it will
it.
shoot it out to. It will also shoot it out to
YouTube.
YouTube. So if you
Yeah,
subscribe
Facebook.
to YouTube, you should be getting a notification too.
Yeah. So we're just curious to see what's going on. Kurt says I can see the video,
Good.
so that's good.
I've got a real cool job to tell you guys about. I went to dinner last night with an executive from one of the big old mobile development companies, and right over here on the Dallas side, and they are in need. She is a developer, and she is in need of a business development executive that has had influence in that space. You may have been in telecom. You may have worked for one of the big mobile development companies. These are the people we're looking for. Now, guys, I want to help you in this position. If you do not have experience in that mobile area, in telecom, we ain't got nothing to talk about.
Oh, man.
Now, you guys know how I am. I try to make this
I was
thing.
going to apply.
Golly, Jennifer Telfer.
I already got a rejection from him. Automatic.
You got
Qualified.
Yeah, thanks, but no
So
thanks.
cute.
Guys, you're LinkedIn with me. You don't even have to be LinkedIn with me. My information is there, phone number, all that stuff. Call me, send me an email, and let's talk about business development with this mobile company. Now, this position will pay probably 80, maybe 85K, and it's got a very generous bonus attached to that. Scott is looking at me real hard because I'm going to talk to him about it. He didn't even know I was going to talk to him about
Hey,
it.
I used to sell cell phones, Foster. Is that telecom enough?
Totally.
That is the arena that we would probably want to talk about, but you got a good job,
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
I
can't
got
pay
that.
you what
That's
you
right.
didn't make.
Yeah, I
Hey,
forgot.
but only if you sold them at the kiosk at the mall.
No,
Oh, actually, I did.
no mall
Nice.
kiosk people.
Hey, guys,
for a while. Yeah.
I got a comment here that I thought was pretty funny. Okay, so real quick, because we are pretty entertaining. You know we are.
Yeah,
Pretty
and if we're not, we think we are. So y'all don't bust
Yes.
out.
So I was
Women
asking
like
about
that.
if everybody got the notification and all that. Ernie Vanderleest, he says my popcorn starts popping at 2:59, so I knew it was time. Ernie,
You know,
we appreciate you, man.
He also on Foster's,
Ernie, you got some butter?
He wrote hashtag a connection that doesn't drop.
Connection that don't drop.
We appreciate you guys, man.
We
Seriously.
are. Hey, we Jennifer and I, we are talent acquisition. Hey, that's what we do, and we don't want you guys wasting your time.
Right.
You know, it's a downer because a lot of you guys, here's something else, another observation. Guys, a lot of guys especially, the ladies don't seem to be as bad, but it does happen. In the leadership ranks, especially when you guys lose your job, you take it personally. And this is not a decision. You did not lose your job because you forgot how to do your job and you're sorry. No, it was a financial decision usually that was made. And you are still as good a leader as you ever were.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Sometimes-
right.
And
Sometimes
you
it
are-
happens to force you into, like we were talking about earlier. I mean, sometimes it happens to force you out of a bad situation into
Right.
a better one. Then you just can't see it at the time. So
Can't
it's
see
not,
it at the time.
Yep, too
Yeah.
close to the trees,
Yeah.
to the forest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and remember, you're not your results.
Right.
You're not your results.
There
I
it
used to
is
hear
right
that.
there.
I'm just happy I
Comedian
got
said that.
got that saying right, because normally I'll say too close to the trees.
Yeah.
in
Too
the
close to the
wood.
trees to hear
Mark
that.
messes that one up every day. I've heard that
It's
he
a
got it. He
Chicago
got it
Bear
right
thing.
I got it
recently.
right. Yeah.
No, recently within like the last month and a half, Mark has picked that one up somewhere, and he's been
working
saying
on
it
that,
like
hasn't
I hear it every day.
He's
and I'm
been
like,
working on that.
Too close to the trees to see the forest.
Wow.
Right? That's how it goes. I hear it every day. Anyways,
Mark got 3 boys. You know he
love Mark.
spend it at
Mark's
home.
tired.
we got a comment here from Kurt
The Bears.
Hammett online with us. He says, I have a client in management information systems that wants to relocate to Houston. Can
Okay.
you recommend a recruiter he can work with?
Kurt, contact me. Our biggest group in the CSN is in Houston. I'll tell you all about it. And the leadership there, the specific ones that I think you ought to contact because I see those guys give more of their heart than everybody else.
There you go.
Between Jobs Ministry, guys, at Northwest Bible Church, down there or it's close to Houston. It's just a little bit north of Houston. It's Spring, Texas. But
Houston-ish.
They serve
No, light.
Houston. They
Houston
hold,
light.
serve greater Houston.
All right, guys, before we go, I want to give everybody a quick shout out. So if you're tuning in right now, you know what I want you to do, actually?
I didn't see a whole lot of hashtag who you know party.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right.
Did you see
one?
They're still
The-
hungover.
Did
from
you
it.
even see
They're
one?
still hung over from the Who You Know party.
That's
Because the Who You Know
Because they
party
had
don't
those
stop.
sucker punches, man.
No. I would like for you to put something you are grateful for, thankful for.
Yep.
This could be a person, okay?
Mhm.
You know, you could tag that person in the comment section. Just tag them. You know how to tag? You put the @
A
symbol.
lot of you guys will probably say Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I appreciate you, Foster. I'm thankful for Foster.
We're all,
Williams.
God's got us all out. I'm serious. He got us all out there trying to help.
Yeah,
and
that's
there's
right.
a reason we help the way we do.
Yeah.
Everybody can get down like that.
Yeah. So just put, what you're thankful for in the comment section, guys, or who you're thankful for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And because it's 2020, we got a lot to be thankful for. I'm thankful that I'm alive at 2020. That's crazy.
Up.
I didn't think I was going to be, 32. I thought I was going to be like, gone at
What was I
like
doing
15.
when I was 32?
I'm serious.
Who
I had
was
a
working with
rough
Ashland when I
upbringing.
was
I
32?
thought I wasn't going to be here too long. Straight
I didn't know
up.
I'd ever make it to be 38 like I am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true that.
Me neither.
It's the mileage, brother. It's the mileage.
I have a request.
Yes.
I'm doing what we call prospecting at South Lake Folks Group. We call it prospect. Guys, if anybody has a contact at the European Space Administration, please get in contact with me.
The European space?
Spaces?
ESA, we call it
European
ESA.
or- okay.
ESA.
There's ESA, there's JSA, there's Australia,
Yeah.
there's Peru. Believe it or not, the lady I met this morning at HR was from Peru.
Oh,
Pause there. I
See?
love that,
Hey,
man.
I do have a prayer
I love
request I want to put out there,
Yes.
and he doesn't know I'm doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Do it.
So I had a conversation and a phone call with Stephen Swaim
oh,
Oh, that's a good dude
this
there.
morning.
is.
Great dude, great
My
guy.
man, 50 grand.
Always just a great, and actually he lives out in Fate,
Wow.
which is right next to Wills Point and
Oh,
Royce
people
City.
love
So he's actually starting up a career transition group ministry at one of the churches that he's associated and tied in with. He's doing a church plant out in
Oh,
Fate
wow.
as
Nice.
well. But he has an opportunity, and he's in the running for an associate pastor position. And so I think later this week may find out, but he asked if we could all keep him in,
Nice.
in our
And that's
prayers.
Stephen Swain?
Stephen Swaim, yep.
No wonder that dude.
Yeah.
Okay, he got a strong spirit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He real strong.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I almost forgot, but I just want to get that
Good
out
for you.
there. And you guys in the network, listener audience, be sure to keep Stephen. If you know him, reach out and just encourage him, and but definitely keep him in your prayers.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All
and
right,
if you see him
guys.
broke down on the side of the road, give him a ride, y'all.
Yeah, change
So
his tire.
Trevor, one thing real quick.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I just heard this at church the other day, and I thought
Okay.
it was great about being grateful.
Uh-huh.
And I haven't seen this video, but he was just describing it. It's this guy wakes up on Christmas, and he's wrapped in Christmas paper, and he opens the Christmas paper, and he's like, "Oh, I'm alive! This is awesome!" He looks at his wife. She unwrapped. He goes, "I got a wife. This is awesome." The kids are all wrapped up. He unwraps. He goes, "I've got kids."
Yep.
And then he sees a briefcase. The food's there. They unwrap the food. The briefcase. Then he goes out. "I got a job," and he goes, "And I got a car." And he just and I was
Yep.
like, "That is really cool."
Yeah, I did. I saw that video too. Yeah. I know
dude,
exactly what you're talking
That
about.
is incredible.
You know, one of the things I'll tell you about, being grateful and being thankful is that it will lift your spirit, okay? Like, here's what I would recommend for you to do, because we understand that the job search can take you to ultimate lows, like the ultimate low of lows,
Yeah.
right? You want to bring yourself back up. Are you tired of being low? You tired of being on the bottom? You want to bring yourself up?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Gratitude.
call the people that you love and cherish, the people that are valuable to you in your world, whether it's your spouse, your kids, your mom that you haven't talked to in 20 years, whoever it is, and just give them a call and tell them how much you love them, you appreciate them. Maybe
Nice.
send them a video. You could do a video. I do this all the
Oh, a
time.
video, and we have a workshop that shows you how to do that.
You can send them a video and write their name on a whiteboard with a heart and just tell them, hey, I love you so much and I appreciate you. I know it's been a long time. I haven't. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to make their day.
I mean,
First of all, they're going to think you're on drugs, but
I do that.
they're going to, but
think
they're
I'm
going
on
Perhaps.
they're going to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're
absolutely.
going to be like, whoa, hold up. And it will immediately lift your spirit as well. Also, here's some other things you do. Put in some scripture music, like some, I'm talking about some worship
Hold
music.
up, wait a minute. Let
In
us
your
put
car?
some rum in it.
Drive around with that in your car, and it will lift you up. Some worship music in your car, that'll put you up.
Yep.
That's definitely that.
The things that you digest right in the beginning of the day, right in the morning when you're fresh, right? You need to be digesting positive things. So, like, go to YouTube and look up positive videos, okay? Look up encouraging, uplifting, positive videos.
Stories, yeah.
Dude, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yep.
no,
It's
that
the
is-
little things.
Yep. I got a good one.
Yeah.
Adopt a dog
Adopt a dog
and pet it.
and pet it. Yeah, that'll lift you up for
But
like
only if you can afford it.
5 seconds until it tells
That's
you
right.
tears your
Yeah.
couch
Yeah.
up.
Adoption. I'm definitely pro adoption.
Mm-hmm.
Adopt a dog.
So are your sons.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah, they wouldn't be here if I wasn't adopted, probably.
that's true.
Put on the Greatest Showman's playlist. I was doing that coming over here today.
Oh, there you go.
The Greatest
That's a good
Showman.
one. Yep, that's a good one.
Never enough.
Never enough.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good.
Or Here's another one you can do. We talk about this all the time. Practice hope. Help one person every day.
Right.
Literally, forget about yourself for that day. That whole day, just say, you know what? I know I'm searching. I know I got needs. I know I have things I got to do. But forget yourself that day. Literally, go out of your way to help other people. Like, make it your mission that day. I'm going to help, like, 10 people today.
This world is tough.
Right?
Buy a glass board.
Yeah.
Right.
I recently started I was reading a book by Goggins. Goggins, he's a Navy SEAL. It's called Can't Hurt Me. But he has something he called a cookie jar, and I'm using it as a praise cookie jar. It's just a place where he writes down something good that happened that he can remember. He throws it in there. So when things get really tough, goes into the cookie jar.
Nice, yeah.
So we started one at our house, and it is really cool. So because the job search gets so frustrating.
Maybe you're the one that told me about that, I think, before.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It is so cool.
Awesome.
As you're writing them out, you're just like, yeah, this is good. I remember what God did. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't trivialize, guys. Don't trivialize what we're saying. I have been doing this 20 years, and in the last 15 years, we have experienced 4 suicides. Did that hit you? Mm-hmm. This stuff is serious. Things have changed.
No, really. I mean, look, I will tell you this. The enemy, he's real, and he wants to hit you at low points and really attack you.
That's when you're vulnerable.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, like, our man Scott Miller, congratulations again for landing.
Yes, sir.
He was under attack, okay? The enemy was attacking him. His story, I mean, like, guys, oh my gosh. I'm not going to go into detail, but sometimes it's that way. You're under attack, right? And so you got to fight back. You can't just give up. And what he wants to do is he wants to keep you secluded and keep you by yourself.
Yes.
And isolate you.
Yeah, and make you think that you're the only one that's dealing with it.
Yep, you're alone.
You're alone.
And start hammering you.
That's
hammering you with
true.
lies.
And just, this is a self-promotion, but for me, looking at, I have a very broken past, and looking at, a redeemer that can bring that back, right? Because it's not up to me, but the choices I made. And I started a podcast because it terrifies me. So I have a podcast now where I am sharing with people, hey, this is something that happened to me. Here's kind of the space about it. Because for me, it was one of those feelings of feeling like you're alone in something is one of the easiest ways to get wrapped up in that negativity. Get wrapped up in being pulled down and being, to lose sight of what you're really trying to do to get lost in that. And I know when I was going through it so much, it was the temptation is to really pull yourself away and to really segment yourself off. But really, just for me, starting the podcast was talking about sharing with others, you are not alone. And any number of things and everything, like, parenting fails because it feels like you're the only one that can't do it right, or when you're looking for a job or relationships.
Yeah, guys, you're not alone.
Not alone in any
Although
of it.
I do, little squirrel moment, but I do think that there are many occasions where in the restaurant it is my kids that are the only kids that are running around screaming and throwing stuff. So.
Yeah,
That was a huge squirrel moment, man.
I was going to say,
man.
Jennifer, one thing
that was Rocky and Bullwinkle there.
Man.
One exercise that I had to do because this has been the hardest thing, and I've come out of drug addiction, all that, gone through detox, the whole 9 yards.
I'm addicted to barbecue.
This can't compare to. I mean, to me, this is a lot harder than that. So I had to literally sit down, and I got a big whiteboard at home, and I literally drew
glass board.
It's going to be a glass board now. But I just had to draw a big line, and I was like, okay, this is where I started, and this is today. And I picked about 10 significant emotional events in my life, positive or negative, that happened to me. So the positive ones I put on the top, negative ones I put on the bottom, and I backed up, and I saw God's hand through all of it.
Yep.
And I was like, that's actually not even negative.
Right, exactly.
That was leading me to the positive. And then I put people on it. The people who were there too. And I was like,
great.
The intersections in your timeline.
And I saw one person who has been there through every significant, and though she's disappeared. Cindy Thomas, I love you.
Oh.
She has disappeared. Those like 10 years I won't even talk to her, and all of a sudden, boom, she's back. So I got to call her, and I was like, you were there when I got married. You were there during detox. You were there during this. You were there. And I was like, but all of that, it's just, to me, the enemy, I mean, in everything in this search wants to get me alone, wants me to think God's really not in it. And he starts hammering with lies, and I don't even know him, but I actually pull that out daily. Yeah. Because I just need a reminder every day, because this gets nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then to know that, other people are there too. And you call them up, and they're like, I was like, I'm never going to get a job. And they're like, who said that? You know? But it literally, there are times where I'm just like, I'm never going to get a job.
Dr. Mallory Struggs, you and Sister Struggs, are y'all listening to what he just said?
Well, hey, listen.
Sorry,
I love that. And negativity is a cancer, okay, and it'll try to destroy you, right? And here's the deal with that. So like, there's all these job networking groups, and if you're going to Frisco Connect or South Lake Focus Group, you can get around some of the most positive people, right, in the world, and the people that will encourage you and lift you up. Okay, but guess what? Some of that cancer is also in those rooms as well. Some people in those rooms,
that's true,
are maybe having a rough day, and maybe they're not always negative, but sometimes they're just going through a moment and they're having some negative moment, and so negativity feeds negativity, and so you can get in an inner circle and have this just like, oh, woe is me session. Right? Don't go.
Run away.
Please don't go to these groups.
Yes.
For it to be an outlet of negativity.
Yes.
Don't go to these groups and vent all your negativity. Now you need to be able to vent.
Get a buddy.
Yes.
Get a buddy you can throw up on periodically.
Yep.
Right.
Wow.
Please
Yep.
keep
Like
Word vomit.
Grant Cardone has a
he's
sign
good.
that I had it in the car business. I had it in my office when I was in there. It says no negativity allowed here. And I had that posted up in my office because the car business is a lot of negativity up in there.
Oh, goodness.
And people will bring all their junk and crap and all that. And so all I'm saying is run from the negativity. Run to the light, guys.
Yeah.
Run to the light. You'll know the light when you see it. And run away from the enemy. That's all I'm saying.
There's one more thing that I do, because I love encouraging people. I just, especially walking through this, I love being really down because I'm like, I want to figure my way out so that I can tell somebody how to
use this later.
But I have a coach, one of the guys that he's a leadership coach, and I'll tell him how this is not going to work out. This isn't going to, I'm trying to predict the future and make it a bad one. He's like, okay, that's all made up because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yep.
Why are you making it negative? Why don't you, if you got to make something up, make up something that
Positive.
supports you.
Yes.
How about if you just got to create a story, create one that supports you. And I was like, oh, snap, it is that easy.
Well, because
Jane Ryan
well,
makes
yeah.
her people do that, and when she does it, she'll do it to a whole group, and everybody will snap. It's crazy.
You see, and then physically it starts. You see the smile, you see the spark, and it's by our thoughts. And
Yep.
God is always like, renew your mind. Be careful what you think. Be careful what.
Because that's the beginning of.
And I was like, how many times have I got to get comfortable?
Don't light the fuse.
Anyway,
Guys, I hope this show has been encouraging, uplifting,
right,
and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
We
all
have
that.
stayed a little bit later than we normally do, and we broke LinkedIn, so that's why we're doing it. But
we broke it again. We broke it one time before too.
Yep. Quick shout outs. Edward Thomas, good to see you. John Mahia, thanks for being with us. Alan Bergman, how are you? Richard Cantrell, Sabrina Williams. Gretchen,
Sabrina Williams.
Wait, hey, Sabrina.
Yeah, like Sabrina.
Are we
like
related?
The Sabrina Williams. Okay.
Ooh.
Serena?
She says, I love putting in positive stuff first thing in the morning.
I thought it was going to say
That's
pudding.
it, Sabrina. That's
It's
it.
pudding. I was like, I love pudding.
That's it.
I love pudding. That's so happy.
It is.
Yep.
How can you not like pudding?
Snack
Prima.
pack.
Right? Exactly.
So guys, we love you. That is our show.
But
It
we
is
got to
all-
go.
Yeah, but we got to go.
We got to go.
It's all about
Who ya know?
and bye.